Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast. I'm your host, Imperial Lane, the one and only Master Propaganda, who loves like defender of the fatherland. Off here to a 1v1 own. Yes, indeed it is. Faymonville Approach in the northwest is Anticafe, the man who stands against all cafes, the hater of cafes, smasher of them. Fighting here for freedom and democracy, liberty. Setting out here with the US 1st Armoured Division in the southeast. This is Oziligath fighting here for the German Army. Deutschland here with the 55th Infantry Division and with Coastal Battle Group in a rare sighting in the current metagame. Not really a battle group we're seeing a lot of, as it just kind of fell off a cliff at first. Heading every branch on the way down, sticking out from it. So, we got two coastal squads out here for Oziligath versus Double Scouts Riflemen. Interesting opening here. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous, wonderful, and near-magical support of the Propagandacast. And a big thanks to those who keep liking on the channel. Both things, of course, help out immensely in their own way. So, Italian troops out here, of course, this allows Oziligath to get out troops, of course, a bit faster in a way, but also a bit cheaper. And in theory, of course, in cover, they can do some work. But that said, of course, they do struggle a bit with the scaling, but I guess Oziligath's got a plan with that. So it will be interesting to see where exactly this goes. I haven't actually seen the Italians there, I think, with the new veterancy changes either, so it's definitely going to be curious to see that where all of this goes. South side here, Pioneer spotted with the scouts, quick withdrawal here. He could have tried to find it out, but it just doesn't work. Got a third squad of coastal infantry out here for Oziligath. There were certainly several, or many, Italian coastal reserve divisions that fought in Italy against the Americans, though in some cases they just kind of vanished. For example, around Pechino, there was an entire division that just basically vanished before the Americans attacked. Was it the British? I think it was the British. So the quality of them was very, very variable, because in part, the Italian army in general just had a bit of an issue training its troops properly. The reservists definitely had the worst. But anyways, rifle charge and forge batting up the scouts. Need more troops up there, of course. They do get some cover bonuses. But of course, that does require the uncover. A few shots fired here. Infantry spots in that fighting cafe. How will we respond to this? Because again, this is definitely just, I feel like, not part of the metagame currently. It's just so utterly out there. In 14, engaging the Rav squads there up north. Scouts traveling north as well here. We got the infantry company out of Oziligath. Doesn't need that attack. Maybe machine gun, maybe mortar, sniper, who knows? The grenadiers. Quickly laying down some sandbags while the other squad keeps a bit of watch here. Rifle transferring around here. Trying not to engage all these Italians in the same place with their Carcano bolt-action rifles. And straight into the Luftwaffe company here, so... in some ways, it's sort of a standard Wehrmacht strategy. This instead of the grenadiers, it's the coastal reservists. So that is an interesting twist there out of Oziligath. Up north, Pioneer's going for the scouts here. Capping out for Anticafe. I imagine we'll be looking at a medic bunker to reinforce these for cheaper. We'll have to see. Basically for free. Which is a bit of an advantage you can get in the long term. But you never know. Either way, Luftwaffe company right about down here up north. Pioneer's been engaged with this rifleman. Transferring around here. Avoiding the main Italian force here out of Oziligath.
Understood. Requisitioning Jäger light infantry.
And transferring out the coastal service for Jägers.
Battle group ability unlocked. A squad of Jäger has been
That's obviously also an option you can do there, like just basic transfer that. They're apparently not supposed to do that from what I've heard, though. Nothing concrete from us, it's just something other people have been telling me, but yeah, either way. Got some Jägers out there, so that's definitely, again, a strategy you can do again, because the coastal service are cheap, as a transfer that there is definitely also a bit of a large advantage. Jägers there, though, engaging here, the Americans. Got the scope G for the freeze letting loose as well here. Rifle me caught here. Charging at the Jägers is definitely a bit painful here for Anticafe's riflemen, in particular the Italian for support, but they're of course busy elsewhere. Close against swiftly here. I want to turn to that next Rav squad here swiftly. Coast now supporting here. Crossfire against Rav squad. Center there, Pioneers engaging the scouts. Coastal team bound to engage for more riflemen and the scouts as well there. And quick withdrawing the Jaegers. They took a lot of damage. Oziligath quick to follow up with the Flak 30. The Flieger Abwehrkanone 30. Send their pioneers and coastal service moving forwards. Jaegers they're reinforcing. South side remains pretty tranquil. Here's most of the fighting is sort of getting drawn towards the north here. Both players having more of a focus there. There, of course, is a bit of tip around the center, but for now, Oziligath is clearly not keen on pushing that too much. He would benefit from a medic bunker. Meanwhile, Anticafe here with the motor pool.
2 centimeter flak gun and crew deployed.
Guessing his plan to push out a Greyhound fast, or having seen the Jaegers, he's anticipating a Wirbelwind rush and is looking to get like anti-tank attached to make sure he doesn't get blown out by Wirbelwind, because a Wirbelwind, without a counter to it, can actually be really dangerous. They can deal a lot of damage very fast to infantry, in particular if the Wirbelwind can play aggressively. Flak 30 in the move then, of course, with the officer's quarters up already, does have its veterans in 1 bonus. Nothing too big, just a bit of extra health, but that still does make it a fair bit chunkier. Plus, the experience bonus allows to hit the veterans too fast, which in this case means extra accuracy. Smoke deployed against the Flak 30, sharp response there. Up north, the Jaegers holding the line. Here we got more Jaegers out there again, transferring out the Italians for Jaegers.
We do not hold any victory points.
Rather than pushing back the Jaegers here, pioneers close again. And going for the Riflemen. Rather than dodging out as the Jaegers go after them. Up north, the Rav squad holding up in the northern field point. Pioneers pushed off. Map control definitely in the favour here of Anticafe, who now after the motor pool goes for the BAR. So yeah, this definitely feels like he went for this simply for the anti-tank guns. Like he's concerned about the Wirbelwind, possibly a 2-to-1 as well here. But he doesn't want, like, say, go for Greyhound. He wants BARs. Still, map control is definitely a bit of a struggle for Oziligath. Needs to do something about that soon. He lost his fuel point here. That said, in the south, we are seeing Oziligath make some slow progress against Anticafe. Jaeger squads from at the center, both upgraded with the scoped G43s. And on top of the BAR scores, we're getting extra BARs added to the squad, further augmenting the firepower of the Ralph squad. And there you go. Bunker on the way, and oh, he's actually using the rapid bunker build ability there to just pop it up inside of his base. Thumbs up to Oziligath. That's definitely one way of doing it. Got the coastal service there moving forward. Only get met here with heavy automatic fire there out of Anticafe's men, pushing back the coastal service. Mines the south exploding, taking out 1 rifleman there, Bob from Wisconsin. Engineers on the way for Anticafe, and there you go, medic bunker upgrade.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
That's definitely a bit of a boost there to Oziligath, obviously, in the longer run.
Jaeger, standing by. Coastal reserves.
30 there inching about. You can see Anticafe starting to get a bit more cagey here, a bit more concerned about attacking into Oziligath, so he's playing it a bit more carefully. We'll have to see, of course, what Oziligath follow-ups for the next. More Jaegers, maybe? Another Flak 30. Armoured cars, Wirbelwinds. Hard to say here. Third Jaeger squad, yeah, but Oziligath definitely is going for an unusual build here. Definitely not metagame. There definitely has been at least some shift towards Jaegers over Panzer Grenadiers in this metagame. Most people I find still prefer just sticking with Grenadiers and then go to Starstorm or Fallschirmjägers, because the Fallschirmjägers are, you know, while squishier than Panzer Grenadiers, do pack up punch, and more crucially, they do have that anti-tank ability with the Panzerfaust, where the regular Wehrmacht Panzer Grenadiers lack, and again, the Jaegers do have access to Panzerschrecks if necessary. Plus, they don't have to, like, walk up to the enemy to be effective. Rail squad and Jaegers being pushed back, more Jaegers advancing into the G43s. Rather than closing back from units at the exit, Jaegers need to withdraw here soon. Got the Flak 30 setting up here. Definitely need to be careful because if he just relaxes, Anticafe will drop a satchel charge on it. And here we got Jaegers on the cutoff point, threatening the Anticafe outside of his base, rather than being pushed back by the Jaegers. It's been a while, I feel like, since we've seen a match with this many Jaegers. But the Jaegers are definitely getting outmaneuvered here, outnumbered, outgunned.
New ability online.
And there you go, Anticafe then does commit to armor in a move that is, quite frankly, not that surprising. I'm surprised he hasn't gone for the free red since 1 ability as well there for Scott. Just pointing that out. But yeah, he does call in the Scott, and we got a artillery on the officer out here for Oziligath. So I find amusing that the first officer of the Germans is an Italian, despite the Germans being fairly known for their officers being fairly proactive. Which is one of the reasons why the Germans tend to suffer heavy losses from their officers. Like, they were very much expected to, like, you know, lead at the front. So, quick note there. But there you go. Scott being flanked with the flak 30, getting some shot there for the side armor. But quick to pop the white phosphorus, as he was also quick to remember, oh yeah, I needed that Veterans 1 ability. Massive fog there, white phosphorus. And even worse, the Italians have now to retreat through it. Mamma mia, this is a spicy fog. Calling artillery from the Italian mortars. Like very different reinforcement. The Italians somehow managed to survive. That's about the sheer amount of little health they had left. That was fairly impressive. Might be needing to upgrade this other Jaeger squad with the Panzerschrecks just to have something to hunt down the Scott with. Partly, I suppose. So how will Oziligath respond to, of course, this particular escalation out of Anticafe? What will his response be? Besides, obviously, the officer there. It is Vader there. Yeah, the Rifleman definitely be careful around all these Jaegers, and the G43 is able to lay down some good fire there.
Ability ready for you, Commander.
And a grenade there. Nice throw there out of Anticafe. We got support elements on the way there, so guessing Mardis and the able to try and put an end to this. Also more heavy commitment to the mid-tier out of Oziligath. Most players at this point, you know, just lightly use either the Luftwaffe Company or the Panzer Grenadier Company and then push straight for the Panzer Company for Panzer Force and Starstorm. So again, Oziligath here, sticking around there, is definitely non-meta and quite interesting to see. But arguably a bit more doable, I think, with the Luftwaffe, I think, than with the Panzer Grenadier Company at the moment. Because you get 2 good units for the upgrade, whereas for the Wehrmacht or the Panzer Grenadier Company, it's kind of like you only really got the Stug as the Nebelwerfer. Fine, it's just not consistent enough to be useful. As you got the Wehrmacht and the Marder. There you go, we do get a Panzerschreck up here for Anticafe. For Anticafe Oziligath. Die Raketen Panzerbüchse. Of course, it's worth noting, German Panzerschrecks would have been similar to the Americans in operating like in a smaller 2-man teams. Again, one to operate the Panzerschreck and then one to load it, since again, very much the Panzerschreck was just a bigger bazooka. So similarly, like, you know, you load the rocket and then the other guy also has to like connect a wire to the rocket launcher's battery. So, little fun fact there. And typically, Panzerschreck teams were 4-man, and of course, made up of 2 Panzerschreck teams. We don't call that. There you go. Marder for Oziligath to hunt down the Scott.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Giving Oziligath a decent amount of anti-tank assets here. Rolling in with the Marder 3 Ausführung M, last model of the Marder 3 series. Recovery tank there for Anticafe. Light indicating he is not going to be going for the EC8 anytime soon. In fact, he's gone for a second Scott. Scott charging in there. Aggressively dealing in here versus Oziligath in the south. The exiting northwards, Marder splitting off towards the south perhaps. We'll have to see. American forces just splitting off aggressively across most of the map here. Definitely indicating Anticafe is feeling very confident about the situation right now and get away with that. And definitely Oziligath is lacking like significant force concentration, in particular up north to really hold off against like just Anticafe coming charging in there. And the center is a bit stronger, obviously, with more Jaegers concentrated there, but even then it's Definitely not going to be super easy due to the bar rifleman. I imagine Oziligath just looking for the right angle to like go after one of the Scots with his marder. And I think he might have found it here. Nope. Did not in the end.
Enemy forces have captured a victory
Of
point.
course, Oziligath could consider following up with a Wirbelwind just to further put pressure on the infantry, or he could go for another Marder, but no, he does go in fact for the Flakpanzer 4 Wirbelwind.
Awaiting a target.
Scott rolling towards us, end up north here. Flak to do with the rifle on Guineas there.
Bastards have secured
Marder being spotted,
the
going to be engaged here. And again, Anticafe is just pressuring across the map so well. Our infantry just occupy most of Oziligath's forces, while the scouts then just exploit any gaps, push in and grab points.
The ability is
And they
ready.
really require the scouts that, Oziligath commits like a full combat unit, because the pioneers can't fight the scouts. So once the scouts get some veterans in, they typically do that because they gain experience now from grabbing points. So it creates a lot of problems there for Oziligath. Panzer going to accompany there for Oziligath. Got the Wirbelwind flak panzer on the move.
Territory sector lost.
But the Panzer going to accompany is definitely an interesting choice here. Is he going to go for Niederwerfer's packs? Stooks? Probably not Stooks. I mean, I would love to see some Stooks, but... I feel like I'm the only one going for Stooks. Marder there getting slammed by the anti-tank, and Jaeger's pulling in, deploying smoke though. Good use by way of Oziligath and Jaeger's smoke ability. I don't feel like it gets used as much as it should by a lot of players. So comes out, that's like some really nice stuff to see. Up north, the Flak Panzer there is pushing back the Americans. He's trying to keep them somewhat under control. Jaeger's standing off the rifleman. So, Panzer Gurney company up. What will it be here for Oziligath? Pack 40, Stug 3G, half track. Niederwerfer? Panzer Gurneys? I mean, it could be anything. It's hard to say exactly what Oziligath is scheming. Of course, that's also partly to his advantage, as it makes it harder for Anticafe, of course, to, make any sort of specific counters, because he doesn't quite know where, well, I think deeper counters, because he doesn't know where Oziligath's strategy is actually going. But he can go for the Stug now, he can soon go for the Niederwerfer. We'll have to see what it ends up with. At least it's not looking like a Stug, because definitely go for a Stug by now, as they cost 300 manpower and 70 fuel. Starting to look a lot like a Niederwerfer. Map certainly is small, so it can sort of work there, but even then, I'm just not a fan of it. I just find the Niederwerfer for me at least misses a lot more than it hits. So I've just kind of given up, and I'll keep trying it from time to time, but every single time I almost am consistently disappointed by its performance. So I just don't really bother with the Niederwerfer. I'd rather just go for more infantry or some mortars instead than a Niederwerfer. They're more likely to do just something consistently. All the way, Niederwerfer right around the corner here for Oziligath. There you go, Bill making hammered here by the anti-tank gun. And there you go, Niederwerfer ready here for Oziligath. Meanwhile, we got Scots on the way for Anticafe. American light tanks to hunt down the German armor with. Scots are pushing up here, noting the use of the house to somewhat screen itself from enemy fire. Sharp play there by Anticafe. There you go, Niederwerfer joining in the fun now. Shooting around here, since he does concentrate a lot of forces here, more crucially his anti-tank gun there. And Oziligath has some really good luck, as almost every rocket lands pitch perfectly in the same spot except for that one rocket. More crucially, that spot was pretty much where the anti-tank gun was. That was some fantastic love I'd love to have with my Niederwerfer. Normally, in my case, they're more like this, where they just land like, just all over the place. And in the south, the Italians to the mine, losing Luigi and Mario. Still Oziligath does hold the map reasonable here versus Anticafe.
Confirmed. Ability activated.
Another bunker for Oziligath. Positioning wise, it definitely looks like a repair bunker.
We have lost
Coastal
control of
Defence.
the victory point.
Could be wrong though. In which case we'll find out soon enough.
It shall be a repair bunker,
Yep,
Commandant.
repair bunkers. Repair bunkers. Interesting enough, I do feel like, yeah, he could deploy smoke. In this case, he's using white phosphorus, but they can also fire regular smoke. I could allow him just to walk up, grab the point with notably the rest of the resistance out of Oziligath. Shifting some force up north. I mean, he could try and strike through here and sort of flank in towards the center. Of course, here there are two chaffies. Oziligath does not know that, though. And of course, you do some reconnaissance, which, I mean, he can with his Jaegers and their flare ability. Another Needler barrage system around the center, catch the Americans there in Inferno. German make, right from there being hammered at the middle event. Officer pushing forward, supported by the Jaegers. South side Scots, they're poking a bit about, but they are being met with fierce resistance. And one of the Scots pathing goes absolutely bananas. The driver has completely lost the plot, but somehow doesn't get punished as the German martyr crew is apparently more confused by as well. What's that American doing? I don't know. Wait, he's getting away! Scheiße, I forgot to
Our
shoot!
adversary is pushing back. We are down to 250 points.
How do you forget to shoot? Well, it was confusing. It's American shooting. Yeah, but it was just so weird. It's Americans. They're always gonna be weird. Great shot there from the Marder and the Scot, but now we got the Chaffs there. Going for the flank quickly here. Good move. Does get the Scot, but loses the Marder. Not ideal here for Oziligath. I think they roughly cost the same, so may not. Hard to say there. Flank further edge is getting hammered. We've got Jaegers moving in. Bit too late to the party here. Jaegers almost taking out the Ralph squad here. Anticafe too slow there. Too caught up in his hatred of cafes. Loses the rival squad. Meanwhile, mass American force sorting towards the center of the map here. Advancing via the roads here. Jaegers trying to sort of halt things here. And there go another mass concentration course gives another big target for the Needwerfers. Of course here, much more time to dodge out, and this kind of time also just, you know, trying to hit infantry, which can just very easily dodge out of it. That's also one of the issues I have with the Needwerfer. Like, it starts like making a lot of noise even before like the rockets really go off, and it does take a while to get there. So typically, again, this is like, you know, entertaining the opponents like slightly half asleep. They typically have a lot of time to get out of the way of the Needwerfer. This is on top, of course, it's already questionable accuracy, which further tends to make it, at least for me, not the most consistent performance. There's a guy with another Marder when he should be going for Stooks. Wants to, but
Enemy forces have claimed our territory.
Italians forced out the victor from the premises, got the officer joining in. But without much support, he is not much good. Got the Shrek Jaegers moving up. Sending hammer the white phosphorus out of Anticafe Scots. At this point, he could go for the tank depot and then slowly begin setting up for EC8. Instead, we got another Ralph squad out here to replace one lost to the Germans. In fact, he almost lost another squad here. Down just Eugene. Down Nebraska. And there you go. Fritz for the Panzer Shrek. Scores a great shot there in the Scot. And in fact, have managed to hit Veteran 3. And some nice bonuses there, making them fairly tough. Gentlemen. Another Needler barrage. This time towards the entrance of his opponent's base, hoping to get lucky. And there you go, Anticafe with a tank depot. South side here, Oziligath makes some slow progress, again taking advantage of Anticafe's north-center focus to sneak up the south. Thumbs up to Oziligath. We'll need to go for some Stoogs. Damn it.
Enemy forces
A
have
repair
captured
bunker
a
there
victory
definitely,
point.
you know, means he has to like manage less in terms of like repairing stuff. Because he just drives it up here, then everything else sorts it out. And he doesn't have to like withdraw one of his frontline units, even if they're just pioneers at this stage. It's not going to do the job either. So in that way, repair bunker just kind of like eases the mental load a player has. Because again, they just have to manage less in a fight. Oziligath also with the Panzer Company finally. Which also means he's actually built every single Wehrmacht building. It's definitely not common at all. Got the Jaegers pulling forward, see. In fact, he's got all 3 of his Jaeger squads as veteran in fleet. Thumbs up to that. Another Needleberger barrage again. Hoping to get lucky. Seems to be his plan. In this case, he does get a bit more lucky. Now he just hates the squirrels in these trees and just wants them to die. I mean, who knows what the French think of squirrels.
Alarm. Sector overrun.
Anyways, Rifleman squads. Scouts then sitting on the center. We got the lone coastal squad here holding off against the American type of the flak fighter being put up further south. Jaeger spotting Rifle squad here. East level rifle or Jaegers versus eventually 2 riflemen. And the Jaegers are definitely getting some damage in there with all of those G43s. Rifle grenade off there, not a rifle grenade. So, Panzer Company up there for Oziligath could go for a Panther 4, could also go for the Sturmpanzer 4. We'll have to see what he ends up with. Meanwhile, Anticafe could like just pretty much start building an EC8 in a few moments. You just need to select the ability to build them. Further south, Rifle Squad hits a mine, and there we go, we do get the Sturmpanzer 4 out of Oziligath. Clearly he is not afraid of any Sherman EC8s. And there you go, flak foot again, bombard American artillery. Marder have been hanging back here.
The enemy have taken our
Jaegers hiding out here by the benches, enjoying the scenery, I guess. And there you go, Anticafe with the Sherman EC8. Joining the Brad Pitt fan club. Direct barrage into the base system around here from Oziligath. Really hoping to get lucky. There you go. EC8 right around the corner for Anticafe. Sturmpanzer out. Further south, the Jaegers pioneers added. We've got minesweepers as well there to spot for mines. Thumbs up there to Oziligath. But Scott is on the scene. Mines being laid down here by the Coastal Service. Very good. Further up north, the German forces encountering the American armored spearhead with the Chaffies. Marder those Sturmpanzer, and we also got the EC8 out there for Anticafe going on the prowl, catching the flak fighter crew, but a Jaeger squad hidden in the shrubberies. Engaged the Sherman excellently with a Panzer scoring another great hit here quickly. Another great shot there. But the flak Panzer goes down due to the Chaffies and entertaining a bit of a painful blow there to Oziligath. Falling back the rest towards the repair bunker. Jabs in the move, but they are powerless against the might of the Jaeger Shrek. South side here, Pioneers busy. Make 2 points wise. Anticafe still has a lead over Oziligath, but Oziligath is doing his best to try and close the gap between the two there. Rather than thinking about Jaegers advancing, G43 is letting loose.
Flak, bring set up here.
Medic station for Anticafe has apparently the previous one burned down. Can't imagine how. Yeah, we Germans didn't do that at all. Mine, not at all. I don't know what you're talking about. shifting around a bit as EC8, though several chaps that need repairs. Probably moving them down south to avoid needle barrage inside of his base.
Infantry within skirmish range.
Captain going in here, coastal service there, forced out of the cover by Brad Pitt himself. Yeehaw. We got repair bunker there, just busy repairing stuff. Smoke deployed to cover the push on the sender. Thumbs up to Anticafe.
Victory point is under enemy control.
And a Pack 40 for Oziligath. Tragically, no Stug. Or a Panzer IV at least.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Further south here, Raven and basic scouts gobbling up some trained Pack 40 almost on here for Oziligath and the German army.
Commandant, we have surplus munitions. Ability is active.
Another bunker for Oziligath.
Sector loss.
Could be a machine gun bunker, could be a Pack bunker. Or a support bunker. I mean, it could even be a repair bunker. I don't think he'd go for another repair bunker here, but Oziligath is more than welcome to prove me wrong. We'll have to see what he's exactly intending with this. He's sniping some hits off in this patch of the Scots in the south. The challenge pushed back with the rival squad as Anticafe puts up a firm defense there. Hellcats for Anticafe. Guess he doesn't want to wait for another EC8. So the gas bunker that remains nice and pristine.
Bunker will be a medical facility momentarily.
He's actually going for another medic bunker. Interesting. Not what I expected then. I mean, it does mean he can pick up more casualties, I suppose. There's also just the fact it gives him another point to reinforce the needle from, but still, you don't typically see, like, multiple medic bunkers. So, very interesting choice there from Oziligath. Whether or not this works out is, of course, an entirely different subject matter, but it's certainly something else.
Fucking move! Artillery!
Yeah, Anticafe is definitely playing a lot more cautiously now. Like, he isn't attacking as aggressive as can, but partly that's also because at times it does tend to, like, just attack head-on, which is the more expensive option. It does appear like we're getting more of an actual, like, broader attack here from Anticafe, with more angles being attacked from, rather than just, you know, one head-on. Definitely an improvement if he's going to do that.
Down to 250 points now.
Line spotted. Thumbs up again for bringing 9 sweepers. Bit of white fuss there to support the advance. Blocking lines of fire there for Oziligath. Thumbs up. There you go. Hellcat chaps heading northwards. Marta there even gets knocked out. That's going to be quite painful there for Oziligath up north. It's going to have no real other counters to the American armor surge there. Got it. You've just a Sturmpanzer now here. Oziligath clearly caught a bit flat-footed, not expecting the Americans to go hard in after it. He does get a bit of success as a mine takes out the engine of the Chaffee. Almost got the Sturmpanzer in the center. German forces counterattacking. Italians, Germans charging in there. EC8 moving in. Hellcat skirmishing out. Pack 40 on the scene. Almost had the Sturmpanzer. Can he finish it off with this Hellcat? We'll see EC8's withdrawing alongside the Chaffies. Hellcat also withdrawing, ensuring that doesn't get knocked center west. We get an even barrage here, catching American forces withdrawing, and in the south, Scott and some other depleted units just hanging back. Bit messy here, but it seems to be a kind of mess that Oziligath can exploit as he goes for another Sturmpanzer Fear. Grenades and smoke being deployed here. North of the Hellcat got knocked out. I'm guessing by the eggs for the Panzerschreck. Nice work there by Oziligath. We got that pack hard at work as well. Maybe the pack that did it. By the way, the Hellcat is gone. Toast. Scrap metal. Second Sturmpanzer for the area of Oziligath.
The advantage is ours.
Time to prove your worth! It's enemy fire! On us!
If Anticafe could get his hands on Oziligath's Pack 14 Hunters, then that would definitely be quite good for him. Then again, with 2 Sturmpanzer fears out, maybe not as much as he'd like to, but at least getting rid of it would help his tank destroyers and other stuff dealing with Oziligath's armor then. Another push in the center and north as well there. But now Oziligath's actually up managed to take here Anticafe in terms of victory points. He's hitting heavy damage. Got the HREP rounds up there. 2 thumbs up to Anticafe using that ability. So many players are fine. Neglect the ability. Almost got it. And there you go. HREP rounds get the shot in. Basically, the HREP rounds with the seat allowed to increase its damage. So it basically becomes a tank destroyer or a panther if you will. And also increase the penetration. So it's really good against, like, you know, bigger tanks that way. Yet so many American players tend to neglect using against, you know, Sturmpanzers, Panthers, and Tiger tanks. Chaff is going out here against the other Sturmpanzer. It's actually taking a lot of damage here. If Anticafe will take out, that'd be pretty painfully for Oziligath. And he does take it out. Both Sturmpanzers kaput. Destroyed.
We are losing ground. The enemy has the lead.
Dashing in further with the Chaffers here. Might try and take out one of the medic bunkers, I guess.
Luftwaffe Company targeted by the enemy.
Chaffee there is about to get knocked out. Turret goes sky high. Meanwhile, tank from another angle. Pack crews in trouble. Jaegers caught in a sudden tide of democracies right and close in there. But there you go. Ace Flak 30 going nuts on the advancing Americans. And another EC is arriving here for Anticafe. We'll try and get the Scot in there to assist. There we go. A bit late to the party though. And it does allow here Oziligath a chance to get his Pack 40 to safety. White Fosters again. And Needleweather back to his old tricks as a bombard. See, it's Anticafe's base. The second he's a ready route called White. Another White there, and Anticafe here out of Oziligath.
We are down to 200 points.
200 points after 220. Anticafe once more overtakes Oziligath. Pack crew then in trouble once more as the EC8 engaged. There you go. Pack crew expires. Mines being laid down as Oziligath clearly looking to anticipate an American assault here. Pack recruit again. Buildings collapse under the abuse of American and German guns. Basically used it like a whipping boy. Southside officer at the ready here. Will Oziligath go for another Sturmpanzer? Will he go for, say, some Panther 4s or some Stooks? I have to see. Got the ECs running southwards, backed up with the Scot, though all 3 could do with some repairs. Another Needleweather barrage out of Oziligath. That's definitely a bit of a whiff there. Having to get lucky. Oziligath very much got the opposite of lucky.
The enemy holds all victory points.
That would, oh wait, no luck there. 155 to 120 up north. Jaegers going for that pump gun unit squad nearby with bars and grease guns. EC8 returning towards the center here. Engaging Oziligath's unfortunate Italian officer. Probably think he's about to get a posthumous promotion at this rate.
Location captured and secured.
And saddle charge there, forcing back the Jaegers. As Oziligath is, well, as Anticafe, I mean, is clearly not in the mood there for any arguments. Graham Northern Point.
Infantry firing on us.
He's going for the captain, closing in swift with the G-43s. Needler barrage unleashing hell here, bombarding the base again. Oziligath shows no mercy. No compunction. Jaegers are going for the Engineers. It looks like Anticafe is not paying attention. That's going to be a wipe here, I think. Yeah, that's going to be a wipe. And theoretically, could have popped some smoke. Maybe have a small chance, but it didn't happen. Can the ECs at least avenge the Engineers to get the Jaegers completely wiped off the face of this map? No, they do not. And, oh, trying to lay down a mine there. It was a really risky bet there by Oziligath, and one that did not pan out. But at least didn't lose any men on it. So, that's a small plus. Tiny, but it is there. Oziligath with another Sturmpanzer. And we got the Anticafe, like heavy repairs, he's got no Engineers. Honestly, at this point, it might even be worth just considering the M31 recovery vehicles just to repair things faster, but also like giving the options to like recover some stuff. That could be like an actual honesty option out of Anticafe. But either way, rushing north, its northern victory point once more back to come under the thumb of the American army. Perforated, and we got an infantry barrage here.
Down to 200 points.
Further south, got the Pioneers busy, and there go another Sturmpanzer out. Holland 25 on 85. Oziligath does have a triple coming out here against Anticafe. Anticafe just seems a bit uncertain of himself. But in the south, it's at least making some progress here against Oziligath and the German army. And only one Engineer squad. It's going to take here Anticafe some time to repair all of his tanks.
Company is being upgraded.
Officer squad is there, mostly for the packs, if anything, and the Nebelwerfer. Pioneers and Engineers backed up with the chaff, EC soldiers losing forts, but again they are heavily damaged alongside the Scot, and his Engineers are busy elsewhere. Holland 25 is 142. Mines plenty there for Oziligath, thumbs up.
Research completed.
So noting his officer is at veteran D3. That is neat. Meanwhile, we got Anticafe with another EC8. Another Soul Jones the Brat Pit platoon. Nebel barrage again. Catching some Anticafe's force then the build-up. But again, it's worth noting he's still trying to repair all of his armor with a single Engineer squad. I just don't think that's going to be very efficient. He will need more Engineers or a recovery tank, but he definitely needs more than just one Engineer squad to repair multiple EC8s and a Scot and a Chaffee.
You need a heavy panzer?
Jäger are fully reinforced.
Mark it on the map. We don't want to forget this.
Some mines there again just being laid down by Oziligath, thumbs up. 125 on the 16 again. Oziligath who takes the Anticafe. Anticafe slowly moving forwards. That's it. The way he's moving about does also, I think, give Oziligath more time, I think, to like figure out what his opponent's up to, and thus more time to react. It's definitely some things to be worried about. Otherwise, again, like he just ends up like, you know, essentially a lot of downtime as he's waiting for his tanks to get repaired. In this case, that also means Oziligath then has more time to just lay down a lot of mines. There you go, Nebelwerfer going at it. Scott almost being taken out here by the Nebelwerfer. And the Engineers push back, which of course further delays the repairs of the Scott too. Definitely a bit of a mess. No, the Scots moving to line in front of the Sturmpanzer. Oh, no, gets away. That was absurdly close, I feel like, there for Anticafe. Grenades off from the Sturmpanzer, engine blown up. We got the packs being brought in. American forces there getting, by accident, feels out. So there goes Sturmpanzer down. Barely did anything before the ECAs and the anti-tank guns completely destroyed it. Riflemen diving in deeper, only to get met with a Flak 30. Guns they moves up near point blank range. Riflemen taking losses. ECAs moving in. Flak 30 overrun by the Americans, but the riflemen are in such weak condition they can't actually keep it up and have to withdraw. Flak 30 turning around, engaging with the drawing riflemen. Got Yates at ace level hardware. We got 125's 87. Packs turning on the EC8s. Could do some repairs on those EC8s mildly, at least. Well, that one does. Need a barrage into around here, it seems. Need to repair this EC8, still need to repair the Scott. Feels like Anticafe is a bit of a stretch at the moment, mentally. He can't keep track of things. He's also got another engineer not repairing, and again, he needs more engineers or the recovery tank. Definitely feels like Anticafe is very much at his wit's end. Managed to get his Brat Pit there to Vetchin the other EC8 to Vetchin C2. And we got a fourth one on the way. Again, great, but there's just that one tiny detail. Most of them are heavily repaired alongside the Scott and just aren't doing anything because it's only got one engineer squad to work them all. I mean, truly American, of course, like, you know, leave all the vital stuff to just like an overworked, underpaid engineering unit. Very American, but from a military and logistical perspective, this is really bad. Definitely terrible logistics. But anyways, moving forward with the Jaegers, the packs, the flaks, maybe some snacks. Let's been popped here. Needler for joining in again. 125 to 51 here. Fourth EC ready, but again, like, two of them are definitely not ready. And even like the third one, it's not in a great spot due to the engine damage. And again, it's only got one engineer squad. Like, this is just not functioning at all, I think, there for Anticafe. Really, really, really bad needs more engineers. Like, if he had just one more engineer squad, he could easily make this work so much better. Or the recovery tank. Instead, again, like, the Scott has effectively just been combat not worthy for, like, you know, plenty of minutes by now. And some of these heats are going to be, like, stuck up as well there, so
down to only 25 points.
I'd say this is a really good highlight as to why you want more than like just one engineer squad to like just handle tank repairs. And get one EC knocked out because of that.
We are crushing them. They have
8 points left. 5 points.
Sherman has been crushed.
2 points. And there we go. GG, game over. Victory for Oziligath. A very interesting build order. So allowing me to play fairly aggressively and put pressure on his opponent. Still would like to see some Stugs. I feel like the Sturmpanzer was just kind of a waste. I think Panzer Force with armored side skirts or Stugs with armored side skirts honestly work better there. And of course, on Anticafe side, more than one engineer squad if you're going to go for that much armor. Like, really, if you're going for more than one tank, you need more than one engineer squad to like get them back into the fight fast enough. And that's just the issue with the Anticafe. Like, again, at one point you had like 6 tanks, well, 5 tanks in the Scott, and you only had one engineer squad to service them all. Like, the only place that makes sense is like, you know, Amazon's, you know, logistical budget. But like in an actual combat zone, that doesn't make sense. So I have to stress this: make sure you have at least 2 engineer squads to like fix up your stuff. This is Imperial Thing, so cheers. See you all tomorrow for another Sonic episode. Bye, everyone.